afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Zee Garcia.
I'm Chris Yee.
Hey. Welcome to the Dice Tower. It's top 10. And I'm still trying to figure out, he threw his thing on the ground there and broke it.
Yes.
The cup.
Yes.
Like, why was that ever a thing? Like, did that happen that much? Like,
it did on Asgard. It did, yes.
On Asgard, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a celebratory thing, of like the revelry got out of hand so much. It was a celebratory thing. Smash the cup. It's worth it for the joy it brings.
Absolutely. They're like, these coffee mugs are sweet. Too bad they're one-time use.
I do know in Phoenicia or whatever, those little vases that they made, the amphoras, that's what they were. The amphoras were so easy to make that it was easier just to throw them away than it was to
Clean them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. The Ostracon.
Yeah, we've circled back to that.
You know what you shouldn't throw away? You shouldn't throw away a playmat. Get a playmat. We have lots of cool playmats that you can get for many wonderful games. I just was looking at playmat the other day thinking how nice it was to have from GripMat. GripMat makes great playmats. And then if you need the game to go on top of the playmat, Board Game Bliss has you covered. Mm-hmm. Wonderful selection of games, great prices, quick delivery. Check out Board Game Bliss. We also want to say thank you to several of you.
Oh, my goodness me.
Let me say thy names. I'm going to say the name of Justin Hyunkyu Lee, to Renke, to Mark and Caroline Chantos, to the Bromsgrove Board Gamers in Worcestershire, UK.
That's
close.
Yeah.
My favorite mythological place.
Isn't it said Worcestershire? I think that's how you pronounce it. Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
Like the South.
Yeah. If you want me to pronounce something, spell it properly.
It's correctly spelled. They're British. You can't expect them
To Mike Heller.
What?
To the whole Dice Tower crew for the wonderful entertainment and opinions, apparently. To Coco.
You know how to say that, don't you?
Well, actually, it says Corentin, but it's one of the hardest French names to say in English. So just say Coco.
Oh. What is
like
it?
Coco Chanel. I'm like, that doesn't help me at all. I don't.
Yes, it does. You said it right. It must have helped you. Plus, the way you dress, that's a lot of Gucci, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm sure. This is,
Respect Versace when you see it.
Gucci. Versace.
I don't know if I could. I'm always confused at a TV show when a guy goes up, there's like a lawyer show, and he's like, that suit's trash. You need to be wearing a suit like mine. I'm like, they're the same. I don't see the difference. Well, I'm always confused.
That's the trained eye, Tom.
I don't have
Oscar de la Renta.
Sam from Scotland and Hunter Owen, Matt, and Holiday Hill.
Matt and Holiday Hill?
Holiday Hill.
Matt and Holiday Hill. Bringing
like
you
a
that
Wild Western
fire still.
That's like a straight Wild West name.
Let us
Matt and
begin.
Holiday Hill.
Yeah.
Mythology.
Is the study of...
Okay, let me start again.
Mythology.
When I said let's begin, I meant let's begin the discussion of our list.
Oh,
but
okay.
sorry,
Well,
it's on me.
okay. We got somebody who's a little trigger happy.
Mythology. We this has come up before because we've never done this list before, but we've done fantasy a lot.
Yes.
And a lot of times we do fantasy and we've sucked games in and people go, well, technically, that's mythology.
That's Star Wars. Yes.
Well, there's that too. But technically, that's mythology, not fantasy. So I thought it'd be fun to do a list just on mythology. And mythology, we're talking about games that are rooted in different mythological things from different cultures across the world.
Yeah.
America doesn't have a very strong...
We're too new.
We are. We have a little bit. Pecos Bill, Paul Bunyan,
There's
John
some
Henry.
of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
But Tolkien is not mythology because it was never really looked at as real. I think that's kind of the difference. A lot of mythology people treat it as real.
But it's close to some of like sort of the Eastern European countries have mythology that's similar to elves and goblins and some of that stuff.
Yes, and different faith traditions have had things that aren't necessarily like core tenets, but they are kind of the extended like explanation of natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Right? That
Sure.
type of stuff. It's really hard to differentiate, and I did not bother differentiating between well, that's legend more so than myth versus folklore versus.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. I did just get rid of fantasy, like straight up fantasy.
Yeah, no orcs here.
Right.
Well, probably. I'm sure some of these games might have orcs in their mythology.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, mine is not that. I mean, mine's pretty down the middle. I did not get too fancy with the. Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of crossover.
I
think so too. Yeah.
So this might be a 5-minute list. There was one other thing I was going to say about mythology, and I'm looking at these games, and I don't remember, so let's start. For real this time. The dice can be pretty expensive.
That dude is a dice thief.
Yeah,
have you been to Gen Con? Some of these booths have
That should have. You should have the guy pulling a pallet. That'd be good.
with the dice tower on his cap.
Dun, dun, dun,
You'll
dun.
never catch me.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I think Chris is first.
I am first. Number 10 for me. This is one that doesn't always pop when you kind of search Board Game Geek in like the mythology section. I forget if this one was in there or not, but I consider it mythology based off of the Tales of 1001 Arabian Nights. This is 5 Tribes.
Wow. You took me on a journey. I thought you were going to say
Yeah, Arabian Nights or
Tales-
like the
Tales of Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
I don't like the
this
game
is a little
that
weak.
much.
This is a little weak because I get
This
it.
is pretty. This is it's like tangentially, but this is weak sauce. I think.
Are you
yeah.
including the genie expansion?
Well, no, the djinns
Well, there are
in the base
djinns
game.
in it, I guess.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. They're in the base game.
They are in the base game. They're a huge power part of it. And that's the thing is my list is kind of ranked from 10 lowest, like the mythology like punches you in the face, but it's definitely part of the setting of the game versus 1 is punch you in the face. So this one,
I did the same thing. Yeah, it's sort of like most tangentially related, or that part of it comes out the least. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, the genie powers in this are huge because otherwise it's like a Mancala type game and set collection. But when someone can like has a special power to reseed more people onto the board, bam, right? Or when it's someone can, double, triple activate the blue spaces or whatever. Just those powers are so important and big in the game. So yeah, it's my number
right.
10.
Andrew pointed out there in the subtitle. You're right. You know what? It's that one expansion made them such a big deal with the purple.
It just added more. You might be conflating this with something else. They're
I just was
definitely
able to
in the
get more
game.
when
They're-
I was able to grab those purple guys, and that was a bigger deal.
Yeah, okay. They do add a color later on, and there are more of those guys. But yeah, I guess they have like the evil djinns kind of thing.
Also, I've never in my life heard anyone say this game out loud and the subtitle.
You never heard that? 5 Tribes, the Djinns of Nakala?
I'd like to buy 2 tickets to 5 Tribes of the Djinns of Nakala.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully none of my picks are as weak sauce as this. My number 10 is 5 Tribes, the Djinns of Nakala.
I'd like to apologize for the misleading title of this top 10.
For everything Chris said, there's djinns in it. It's kind of weak sauce. It takes the number 10 spot. Because when I play this game, I'm not really thinking, ooh, mythology.
Yeah. This didn't even cross my mind. this
Really?
game.
I like the game a lot. That's part of it. Okay?
I get that. Yeah, sure.
But on this list, if I was ranking like how much I like games, this is like 1 or 2 of the games, how much I like these games on this list. On this list, mythology, it scrapes in a 10 for me. So
Right. Yeah, if someone said I want to play something that's kind of mythological, like it's still there, but not as good as the rest of the others.
Right.
All right, well, unlike them, I ordered my list from my least favorite to my favorite, but I still like this one a lot. My number 10 is the biggest game on my list, and it's the one that I had the highest hopes for. I still like it. I want to like it more because it's all about pantheons fighting other pantheons and just giant monsters and chucking dice. And this is, well, it's in the name of the title, Mythic Battles Pantheon. This is a game in which you are, well, I think there was 2 made. There was one for the Greek gods for sure, And then I think they made the Norse gods also. I think.
I confused this game with the one where they're like techie gods.
No, that's not this one.
What's that called?
That's Lords of
Lords of Hellas.
Lords of
or
Hellas.
Ragnarok.
Yeah,
This
Lords
is-
of Waterdeep, Lords of Hellas.
Yeah, so very similar. But this one, if you just want to chuck a bunch of dice and move, both Greek gods around plus a chimera or a Titan, I forget all the monsters in it. That's what this is. A lot of people, I think, did you play this
I
once?
played this with Joey a little bit. It is a very demanding game. Like,
It is, but
keywords
at the
galore.
end of the day, though,
yeah.
you're literally just going,
yeah, but there's like all these things you need to make sure you're not missing. This is like, oops, you forgot to power the board game.
it's kind of like Warhammer without the measuring. I do like it. Oh, Egyptians. Okay. But this is really cool. I really like it. I would play it more, but it is effort, as Zee said.
Oh, Egyptians are in this game.
Yes,
I
there
was
is.
wondering what the context like. Ooh, Egyptians. Ugh.
No.
That's generally speaking, as like a.
So this is a lot of. There's Mythic Battles is from Monolith.
Monolith,
right?
yes.
Yeah. And they're really good at making miniatures. They're less good at making rule sets, and that goes to this very day. But so then this game is no different. But if you can figure it out, I don't think the gameplay's too hard. But you're right. There's a lot of modifiers and stuff. But you also, it's like any miniatures game. You learn the ones that you're using, and you don't need to worry about anything else.
Right. And you should just pick a few and like learn them and put everything else away.
Holy smokes! Yeah.
Yeah, really cool miniatures, though. Again, if you just want to have Cerberus running across the board fighting people, there's not a lot of that in board gaming, and this is one way.
Cool.
This is the last one that made my list because I kind of forgot about it. It doesn't show up if you look in the Board Game Geek lists of mythology necessarily, but this is from Garfield Games, The Legacy of You. This is a solo game where you are You the Great, who is not a corroborated historical figure. He's kind of this mythological engineer and leader who fought the great water spirit. Basically, he built dams to kind of wrestle the river. And he's protecting his village. There's also, invaders and stuff across the top of the track there. And you are just constantly trying to keep the waves back from flooding your village and everything. It has a ton of really cool story in it. Like, for being a solo game that's like this resource management thing, it also has just shockingly cool journal entries that you read.
Did you play this one?
No,
This
I
is
did
Mike
not
and Chris
realize
have played
that.
through it.
Yeah, Mike and I have both played this one.
I did not realize this was based on a mythological, like, or like a fable, whatever you want to call it. I didn't realize that the you figure in this was not some a historical figure or something,
It's one
or
of those,
or a place or a village or something.
Yeah, it's one of those things where there's written records of it, but not until like centuries after.
Right.
So it is kind of this, well, was this person as big as they were? Is it legend? Did it kind of grow out of something? Is it myth where it's just a made-up person? I think, right?
That's
I'm just reading
interesting.
a
I
ton
like
about
that.
this. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
I do. This is again. I have so many of these solo games. I'll get around to them at
You have
some
not
point.
played this either.
No,
Let's play it together.
it's the legacy of you, not the legacy of me.
Oh, little buddy. Okay, I'll
Not the
play
legacy
myself.
of us.
I'll play myself. I'll do it myself. All right, my number 9 is a game from Eric Lang. I suspect not the last game we're going to see from Eric Lang.
No, he has one on his list.
He has one on his this list. Yeah.
Yeah, just wait till Godfather comes up.
This is Rising Sun is my number 9. Rising Sun is going to have a lot of these deities and mythological figures that you see in the back there. You are deploying units to this map, but also sometimes sending the units up to these specific area, like off the board, to, I guess, a temple, something like that, to bring these deities to gain their favor. And there's even expansions that let you employ those units, those figures, and physically bring them onto the map and have effects on the board. You get to actually control them. It's a very interesting game. It's a very sort of thoughtful, methodical game in many ways. Area control, trying to get in people's heads, trying to organize things in the right sequence to get the effects you want, the outcome you want. It's a game I don't play a whole lot because I find it very challenging to me. Like, it drains my brain. I put it in the same category as I do Dune Imperium that way. When I'm done playing this, I'm like, whoo, I need a break. But the things it does very, very well. So Rising Sun, my number 9.
My number 9 is a game that the game itself is abstract, but the mythological part is actually pretty strong because it gives you your player powers. This is from Mythology Games and is Santorini.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Yep.
Santorini, I mean, this is, yes, it's an abstract game, but your power is based on a god or a person of legend because they have like 90 to 100 different powers now. There's a lot in this game. So it's basically a game where you're just,
gods,
yeah, you're trying to get somebody to the top of a 3-story building. That's it.
Olympus.
No, and
Olympus was
Santorini,
built in the city of Santorini.
and it's pretty funny because Santorini is an actual
story.
real city, which I would really love to see it in person. It's one of those places I'd love to see, Santorini. But then they add this mythology around it. Is it Greek or Roman? I think it's Greek in this one, right?
It's Greek.
In Greece?
Yeah, Greek. Yeah. Sorry, I should know that. But I don't know. I
It's
like
not
the
gonna be the
powers.
last time we say something wrong on accident.
Yeah. I mean, again, even Rising Sun had some incorrect.
It did, right? They had
Mythology
one
in it.
unit in there that they like pulled from Wikipedia, and it was just somebody who made up a fake thing and slapped it on Wikipedia.
And I don't even. Sometimes that stuff happens, so it's gonna happen to us too. I like this game. I think the mythology is brought to life a little more in the puzzle version of the game, which actually is my least favorite version.
That's funny,
But it
right?
has a little more story, right? A little more like it's captivating a little more.
Yeah, and more of those little thematic, like, ooh, I see why that's there and everything. This is a game I wish I liked more. It's an okay game, but yeah, the myth.
I really like it, but yeah,
the player powers and everything come through so good in it.
Yeah.
that's my number 9. I wish I could say that's never happened to me, but I have jumped into a door frame before.
Oh, what?
Because when I was 16 or 17, I worked at a store that had a low 6-foot door frame at the top of a storage thing. So I would run up 2 stairs on a ladder. So I came up off that second last step, going up right into that door frame. I didn't knock myself out, but I came
You used
close.
to be taller than this, you're saying.
I used to be so smart. I was on the track for MIT.
Oh no, I don't know math anymore. Number 8 for me comes from Celtic mythology. This is a game with tons of cards with cool deities and stuff represented on it. This is called Tirnanog.
I thought about this, but the reason I didn't put this on my list is because it's so background.
It is background. Most of it, you are trying to create rows and score blue cards or have higher value.
Yeah, like I
yellow
forget
than-
it exists.
Yeah, I don't know.
The game or the theme?
No, the game is very good, but it turns into numbers and colors. I kind of forget the theming.
This is a cool looking game. I don't know this one. Okay.
This is this
played it.
one's very neat. It's got a good little like kind of a bidding set collection type thing, and then you're building up these rows in front of you. And yes, it does kind of turn into background because you need to score, yellow cards in ascending order, like that type of stuff. But it reminds me so much. There's this movie I love about Celtic folklore and mythology called
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame. It's from Cartoon Saloon. Wendy, what's the name of that movie? The Selkies. Saoirse? I learned how to pronounce
The
name,
animated
Saoirse.
movie?
Yeah, it's animated. Not Secret of the Kells, but the Song of the Sea.
Oh, I was thinking of that Secret of the Kells.
And Secret of
actually.
the Kells. Yeah, like that same animation studio, which is phenomenal. And this one has it because it's set in the same folklore and mythology. Like I have such a nice connection because of those movies. I think it comes through a little bit more than if I hadn't actually just watched those movies.
Okay. I get that.
Yep. So anyway, Tirnanog, super cool game, and I love the setting on it.
That's interesting. Jacob said this is his favorite pantheon. What's your favorite pantheon?
Ooh.
I'm kind of boring in this one, I think, but it's
Roman?
Egypt.
Oh, Egyptian.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Even though I thought it was overdone for a while, I don't think so now. But I don't know. I find that I love the crocodile. I'd love so bad. and stuff like that.
That's true. That's a good one.
I
don't
like the
know.
Norse stuff. It's just kind of, the association with Vikings. It's
A
fun
lot of people
history.
like that one, yeah.
But it's so vanilla to say, like, this is my favorite. Yeah, of course, it's like half of people's favorite, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Say
Maybe
Aztec. You look cooler that way.
I do like that stuff a lot, yeah. And they have like a dark bend sometimes. A lot of those they mix them into like Cthulhu mythos sometimes, the Aztec stuff. So I do like that. I might pick that, but I probably would go with the sort of Viking pantheon as well. All right, my number 8 is Roman pantheon. It is a Bruno Catala co-design, I believe, called Orichalcum. Orichalcum here is a game in which you are building up land, fighting mythological creatures, and smacking them around. They kind of show up on your board and block down your ability to build and gain resources. So you got to smack them around, rolling dice, clear them off of there so you can continue expanding and trying to win. I love the end game condition of this game because you are basically racing to 5 points. That's it. As soon as you get to your 5th point and they go above the little cutouts across the top of the board, once you get your 5th one, you win. That's the whole game. And they're fairly easy to get. Some of them are permanent, though, and some are hot potato style. They go back and forth. So if you're controlling a deity, that's a point. But it's not a permanent point because if somebody else takes that, gains their favor, they take that point. And so it's really interesting. You can sort of bum rush that and just hope nobody takes them away from you. Or you can do slow and steady and try to win it that way. It's a neat game. It kind of feels like Cyclades Light in a way from the same designer. And if I want to play a game that gives me the same vibe but is way simpler, a lot more approachable, then Orichalcum's a good one for that. Number 8.
Someone asked in the chat, what's the best mythological video game? That would be Hades.
Hades is a banger.
The story is pretty good in that one. All right, my number 8 is a weird one, but it does fit mythological, even though the game is technically a science fiction game.
Oh.
And this is Anunnaki Battle of the Gods. Dawn of the Gods. Sorry, Dawn of the Gods. Because you're fighting from planet to planet,
Well, that's not
but you're
real.
also a pantheon in this game. It is like the Greeks and the Egyptians and all that stuff. I don't know why it was sci-fi. Like, why couldn't this be
That's cool.
They had
like
explained
on
the
Earth?
portals, I guess.
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
the
know.
portals. This is a very Euro-y game, and one of my favorite parts of this game is you have an action board, and you can take any action on that board on your turn.
Okay.
But if you pick an action that's connected to the action you just took with a line, you also get the bonus that's on that line. So you're tempted to take that action, obviously, but if you really want to take that other action, you're going to do it. You just give up that bonus. That's that system there. That's a really good system.
Yeah.
And then you have all these workers out. It's like a dudes on a map type thing, but you do have these gods that you can get out there with their powers, and that's the part where the mythological part comes in. I like this one. It is Cranial Creation, so it's one of those games that kind of has a few productional weirdities to it, and it's not as good as it could be.
I love the weirdities. I guess is the like oddities. If you don't like saying oddities, weirdities. I like that.
Well, they're weird.
Yeah.
You're right. That's a synonym for odd. Let me say what I say.
It has some weirdities.
It comes like we got the deluxe version of this game, and we took all the components out and put them in the normal size box where they fit well.
Oh, okay.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, it was just
always-
an odd.
This cover, I've seen this cover before, and I don't know why. In my head, every time I see this cover, I'm like, oh, it's a campaign game.
It is not.
It just looks like a campaign game. I don't
That's
know why.
true.
You know what I mean? It looks so epic.
It also looks like one of those, like every 2000s era movie where a big blue laser beam shot into
Oh,
the
yeah.
sky.
Sky beams? Yeah.
Sky beams.
Anyway, this is my number 8, Anunnaki.
For my number 7, let's go to the Greek. Let's do it. And we're going to talk about the Iliad in the game Iliad. This is...
I'm surprised it took Chris this long to get a Bitewing game on here.
Well, I mean, they made an entire line of games
I
called
know.
the Mythos line. I was like,
When you say one, Tom, I laugh. I laugh at your assumption that he got one in here.
Well, I don't think so, too. I just thought it would have been on the list already. More than one.
There's spots left, baby.
There's up
Do you
to
feel
4
like
of
this
them.
one has a strong theme to it, though?
It's,
I
it's
think
weaker on the theme, yes.
the one that we like better than you, what's that one called?
Icor.
Which cannot be on your list because I know you like Iliad better than Icor.
I do like Iliad more, but I mean,
Maybe
I love
the other
both of
maybe
them.
the other one has better mythology though. Don't forget.
It does, though.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that's right. You were ordering your list that way. Sorry.
Keep you on your toes.
I'll just go ahead and say that I did not put all 4 of the Mythos games on the list. In
This
part,
list sponsored by Bitewing Games.
Well, I mean, as soon as you said this, we're gonna do mythological games, I thought, well, I know at least 2 of my games on the list. But this one, yes, it is majority in lines and rows, or rows and columns, I should say. But I really like that hook is so good, where you need to curry the favor of all of 5 of the different Greek gods, the major ones out there. If you don't and your opponent does, they just win. You don't go to victory points. You don't count up all the other stuff. And there's plenty of points to be gathered by having majorities in rows and columns. You get the favor of the gods, you're done. You win. If both players do or if both players don't, then you go to victory points. And I like that hook. That central hook is both great mechanically, but also it's solid. It brings in that sense of why is something more important than others? Because of the gods, because of the mythology around it. So still on the weaker side of the list compared to the others, but we'll get stronger from here. I think the next one onward is like where the list gets much stronger thematically.
All right.
More crossovers.
Yeah, that's the way to put it.
All right, my number 7. It's a card game. It's a card game called Elysium, and it is going to be abilities on cards. Not always a 1-to-1 when you're thinking of like this card is I don't know, a Minotaur or something. I don't know, a Cyclops. Its power, I don't know. It gets you 2 coins. Like, well, why? What does that mean? Nothing. Shut up. Play the game.
Shut up.
So,
Zee Garcia.
This is what it's like being taught a game by Z.
what does that mean? Shut up. Play the game. I'll be happy to teach you a game at Dice Tower East.
Shut up.
Anyway, but I like the game a lot. I think it's a very interesting game. The artwork certainly is going to elevate the game quite a bit. I like the idea of controlling these pillars. Those are your like pieces, and you begin with 4 pillars and 1 in each color, and you have to spend them as you are taking cards, which means at the end of the game you're sort of limiting your options as you go. They count as both currency, but also like they gatekeep the things you're allowed to take based on the colors you still have. Really interesting. You can keep the cards around also for their ability, or you can move them to Elysium. And they stop working, but then that's how you score them. So you got to do that at some point. And I love any game that does that thing. They're like, here's a piece of cake. You can eat it, but then you don't get to smell it. Is that a thing? I'm gonna back off of this analogy right now.
Well, I could keep smelling this cake.
That was a great explanation that had some weirdities to it.
It had some weirdities. I took some
You have
weird
a beautiful
turns.
decoration in your house that's edible. If you eat it, or it's one of those
Can you
cool
decorate with cake?
How about this? It's one of those really cool candles that looks amazing, and if you burn it,
Yeah, then
Then
you can't smell it.
No, I like
then it's gone. Then you don't have that decoration anymore.
Right.
No one burns those candles.
I like the idea that Zee Garcia becomes a cake decorator, and people are like, "Oh, do you decorate cakes?" Like, no, why?
No.
He puts a 4th one on the shelf.
This room really says Chantilly to me.
Have you played the follow-up to this yet?
No, the First Giants or whatever?
First Giants.
No,
I'm
not yet.
very curious what you think about that one.
I'm curious about the Little Giants too.
It's Little Giants? I thought it was First
No,
Giants.
that's the name of the football movie.
Oh, that's right. Where the
Follow up to
They
Hoosiers.
They have the Stickum, right?
yes, that no one in the stands noticed. It was so obvious. It was okay. Anyway, my number 7, Z already mentioned. This one is, hey, let's have mythology and throw in tech for no reason because it affects nothing about this game.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
Yeah, Lords of Hellas. It's just funny because they went with this whole tech
Look at
thing.
that.
I know, but you could literally change everything in this game from tech to non-tech, and the game would be changed 0%.
Oh, I disagree. You wouldn't have Whiplash on the cover. Come at me, Iron Man. I have Whiplash.
Bring me my bird.
I want my bird.
This is a really strong mythological game. You're building these giant statues, which when I first got, I thought, why are these minis broken? But you're building them as you go through.
Oh, do you? Oh, I didn't realize that. I've never played this one.
Yeah, I was like, these are cool minis, but they're broken.
And you like stack them?
Yeah, you're trying to build the next section on it.
Oh, wow.
And the stronger the taller that god's statue is, the more benefits you get if you play and do things. There's
cool.
also giant mythological monsters roaming the land that you can go off and fight. So there's multiple ways to win. You can win by area control, by beating a bunch of monsters, by building statues. And I like that to this game. The follow-up, Lords of Ragnarok, had more problems. In fact, I heard so many negative things about it that I stopped trying to play it and everything.
It's good. I liked it at 2, but yeah, because like one of the things about one of the selling points that there's 3 different victory paths, victory conditions, right? They weren't as balanced in Ragnarok.
Which is weird. You think
except at 2 players.
you think the follow-up would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lords of Hellas, it still is a beast of a game to get out in many ways, but it's not as complicated as you would think to play. But there is a decent amount of rules too. Like how do I fight monsters
is it
again?
easier to play than Mythic Battles? I'm out.
I don't know. Lords of Hellas, my number 7.
No, he didn't die. Why? He
thought that was
died. You thought those were his bones?
Desiccated bones?
Well, dice bones look like seashells. No, but I wish I thought about that. I would have told him to make that a pile of bones at the end there.
That's so dark.
Shark fight. Hoo-ah.
Oh my
Wait, do
goodness
dice
me.
guys have bones?
You think they're like supported by like what, fluid sacs or what? What do you mean? They have bones, yes.
No, they're solid
or
rock.
the exoskeleton.
On the outside? Oh, the
Exoskeletonous.
die is the bone. The outside is the bone if it's an exoskeleton.
In the dinosaur big picture that Tina drew, there were fossilized dice guy bones.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right. And
that's right.
That's part of our mythology now.
Okay, yeah, it's canon, folks. That's canon.
Number 6 for me is one of the strongest story games I still really like playing for up to 3 players maximum. This is called Destinies, and this game blends a lot of different stuff. This is kind of where I said, well, I'm not going to worry about is it legend, is it historical. Some of the scenarios are historical. Some of the scenarios are absolutely mythological.
Well, this is not one I would have thought of.
I got to be honest. If it's just historical, I almost stopped playing the game on that. It just found out to be so much more boring than the mythological stuff.
Absolutely. I think there's that expansion, which made me sad, the Sands of Time expansion, or whatever, the Seas of Prince of Persia, the Seas of Sand expansion.
Yeah, there's like a djinn in it. So I'm like, oh, that's so much cooler. And the other one, you're like, yeah, I've been fighting on this wall, and I'm tired of being besieged. And I was like, oh, I'm tired of talking to you.
You think you have it rough? I'm the one talking to you.
Listen to you.
But yeah, the ones that are more bombastic, where you meet an angel from heaven who comes down and with his fiery blade opens up a portal into the, or whatever stuff.
Oh, dang.
Like, it gets so cool. And not surprisingly, I loved all 3 scenarios in the expansion called Myth and Folklore. That, that's like the strongest stuff here. But yeah, and the Witchwood with like Baba Yaga and other kind of
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Get this man a gun.
Good grief.
What a great game system this is. But I agree, best when it leans into that supernatural deities, angels, all that type of stuff. Love Destinies.
Nice. Alrighty, my number 6 is another Eric Lang game called Blood Rage.
What?
You make fun of me for the Bitewing stuff.
No, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah, this is
Especially since all 3 are going to be on his list.
No, you shut up, okay? Blood Rage is part of what's called the Mythos trilogy. That's not what he calls it that, but in this one, of course, it's Viking stuff. You have Odin and Thor and Loki and Baba Yaga's in it, probably. I don't know who's in it.
Baba Yaga's not in it.
Riding around in a big old chicken house, smiting fools, sending them to Valhalla.
Oh, yeah, come on, Eric. Like, make a Russian mythology.
There's
game.
a few like video games,
Slavic, I
especially
guess, is the-
Slavic.
Definitely Witcher-inspired stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I like that stuff too. That stuff is hard-hitting stuff. It's neat.
Yeah.
But now, Blood Rage is like a Stone Cold classic at this point, and I think the game uses its mythological trappings in a really interesting way for the most part. Hence, it's high up here because I feel it a little more in this game than I do in Rising Sun and in some of these other ones where they're sort of in the background. In this one, you get in there. You know what I mean? These creatures are directly working for you out of the core box in this game, and I enjoy that. Good combat, good area control, really neat game. Blood Rage.
You know what? Trevor just mentioned them. I completely forgot about it. Magic the Gathering had that mythological
They had a Greek
set, the Greek
Greek set.
Man, I like that set. That was a
Yeah.
fun set. I forgot about that.
What's hard too, because we're talking about Slavic mythology, and like I wouldn't necessarily. Well, I don't want to speak out of turn here, in case, right? But there are games systems that have like one box is like some character.
Oh yeah, this is a problem. I was just making a bunch of top 10 lists. My top 10 pirate games. My top 10 this. I'm like, well, I could put Smash up on all the lists.
Yes,
I could put
Well, Magic probably fits
Magic
on
on a lot of lists. Yeah, so you're
Top
right.
10 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Magic the Gathering.
Okay, my number 6. Let's go to Norse mythology here, and this is Champions of Midgard. Yeah, let's go fight some ogres. Let's go fight some trolls. Let's go fight some leviathans. You're not really getting mythology from that board. I know I think they're making the 10th anniversary this year of this game or something,
Right.
and it doesn't look. Man, can you imagine if Simon had made this game?
Well, there would be a lot more miniatures.
That's true.
Could you imagine if this game was picked up by Awakened Realms and every one of those tiles was an entire miniature?
That's true. I guess I'm not asking for that. I'm asking this gets picked up by, I don't know, Garfield Games or something. Anyway, it's a great game.
It's a dice game, right?
It's a dice game.
Is part of it.
But it's especially good when you add in the expansion, the Valhalla expansion, and that also adds in even more mythology. It adds in these giant creatures you can fight, and even your dead warriors sometimes are needed to help fight them. It's pretty cool.
That part's so good.
Yep, like it a lot. Champions of Midgard.
Tom, at the top of the list, you mentioned that America doesn't necessarily have like a strong mythology kind of to it. This is where I think this is my favorite bit of American folklore, folk stories, mythology, its own thing, is the whole the myth of like ghost trains. So my number 5 is Vagrant. Ghost trains.
Oh,
So my number 5 is Vagrant Song. This is about as
what a
Americana.
great pick! This is like
Ooh.
this is
I wanna argue
borderline
this, but I don't know if I
mythology,
can.
but I love this pick. I don't know if this is like when I go on that side of the argument, I'm like, I don't know if this is mythology, right? This is
It's fantastical. It's an explanation for some sort of natural phenomena. People heard or seen ghost trains and the stuff moving in the branches.
Yeah, this is a
cool.
good
It's a
pick.
good
Good
pick,
pick.
though. Really good pick.
Was this under the
I don't
rating?
think it was.
Oh, okay.
And I would argue that this is, there's not a lot of like American mythology, but it's like Paul Bunyan and his blue ox and stuff. But this there to me is, and like the supernatural elements, the idea of restoring these haints, restoring the humanity to them so they can
By
pass
walloping
on
on
to the
them.
other side.
I'll remind you of your humanity. It is what you're
I
doing.
know, that's
That's
what it is.
100% what you're doing. You're
You
like
punched him. You
you're
punched a sense into
You
him.
used to be a person. A person.
You remember pain?
Taxes. Ah!
But I love it. You restore humanity, heal yourself to vanquish and fight the ghost, help them pass on to the other side. Ghost train folklore and mythology is
That's
my
true. I
favorite
forgot
stuff.
he mentioned horrified American monsters. That is mythology. The whole chupacabra,
Is it though? Like
Bigfoot.
cryptids?
That's where I
Ooh,
said
is cryptids mythology? I don't know.
I was so like stuck with being a traditionalist on this list that I missed some of that stuff, but it's cool. I just don't know if I can argue it my way. I will say this is a better pick than anything on Tom's list.
How? Some of my list is probably a crossover with you, maybe.
I know. I wish I'd thought of this. This is a good one.
cool. All right, that's
Yeah.
my number 5.
Yeah, that's good. No, my number 5 is some crap. My number 5 is a
it from
card
Eric
game.
Lang?
It's not from Eric Lang yet. We'll get there. No, my number 5 is from Richard Borg. Richard Borg.
Richard Borg. The Liar's Dice, but it's the pirate version from.
Because pirates weren't real.
Pirates were
Well, not-
clearly made up.
Not what's his name from the deep?
Yeah, it's about Davy Jones.
Davy Jones, right?
Davy Jones versus the Argonauts is what this game is. No, it's Thunder and Lightning. Thunder and Lightning.
Oh,
I can't forget Richard Bork designed this.
Yeah,
such
it's
a-
Here and Zeus, same game that came out before Here and Zeus. I like Thunder and Lightning better.
This was my number 11.
Is that right?
Yeah.
This is a great looking game. It looks really neat, and it is chock full. This is why it's so high on the list. It's because yes, it's a card game, but man, he really utilizes the mythology to pack it full of interesting card effects. One side being Loki, the other side is Thor. You are trying to find one secret card that the other person has somewhere in their deck of cards. They might put it on the table and try to hide it among other cards. They might keep it in their hand. And you have ways of revealing cards on the table, of plucking cards from their hand, of, like Pandora's box. You have a card in your hand that if it gets plucked, your hand explodes. Like all these interesting concepts and ideas are packed into it, and it really works well. So did Here and Zeus, but this one has abilities written on the cards, and that game was a nightmare to play.
Oh, is there a place with just icons and
It
symbols
was
and stuff?
nothing. I don't think there were icons either, were there?
Oh, it's just like if
You just had to know what a card did.
You had to go, like every card, you had to go look at like a cheat sheet. Yeah.
And I love the game anyway with that, but then they put the stuff in the cards. I was like, oh, I'll never play Here and Zeus again.
Yeah,
Wow,
this
so
was
you
much
just
better. This
revealed
one
the Zeus
looks
card,
better.
You had
too.
to know what Zeus was.
They also made a few other minor changes to Thunder and Lightning. It's a much better game.
It is.
My number 5 is the only game I played in this mythological universe, and I wish there was more. Maybe I have played some more, but none of them stand out to me. And this is Ghost Stories. I really like the Chinese ghosts here, and I don't know. They're also neat, as you can tell by this HD production here.
Old school, baby. Do you consider like a hopping vampires? Is that mythology?
Yeah, because they're like mythological too. Like a lot of the pictures that Piero did, who's a great artist, a lot of the pictures that he did are based on it. And I think they come to life to me in this thing.
Yeah.
When is it the Black Widow? That one Black Widow shows up, you're like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna die.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
like
are 'cause she
terrifying
steals
artwork.
your Die.
Yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah.
And I like this universe a lot. And I feel it feels personal when these things come out and they're coming after you and you're gonna lose because of that stupid ghost. I don't know. I wish they had expanded this universe, and I know that you like it better.
I like the other game better because I like that gameplay better. But this theme,
I like this
It's
theme
fire.
so
This-
much
this
more.
theme is cooler. It didn't make my list because I really prefer Last Bastion over this
Yeah.
one. But this is a solid pick.
Yeah, man, I just
No,
love
this
this.
is
I love the
good.
theming in this so much. And I'm afraid of ghosts and stories and horror movies and all that. But in this game, maybe it's because they're cartoony and all.
They are.
But it feels more cool than scary.
Yeah.
But also, I hate them and I'm scared of them.
interesting.
This is a far more traditional pick. This is one of the first games I thought of when you mentioned the topic. And this is, what is it called again? Cyclades. Particularly,
Never heard of it.
Yeah, particularly the Legendary box. I had not played the original before. So the Legendary big box thing was my first exposure to it. What a cool system as you're auctioning for the favor of these different deities. They kind of swap through and everything. Good combat, like good different paths to victory, trying to control 3 different metropolises. I am thoroughly impressed with this game. It feels so good. It doesn't feel like an older game, so to speak.
Right.
Not like I'm coming to it and going like, oh, I like it, but it feels old. No, this is just a great design. I really like this one.
Good stuff. All right, my number 4 is a game that I suspect I'll cross over on with Chris because I know you really like it. Maybe you didn't put it on here. Maybe you forgot it, but I suspect it's on your list coming up. And it is a game called Battle of Gods. Battle of Gods has you going basically mano a mano with deities like Thor and the other guys. They're all you.
Yeah, no kidding.
The whole game
No
is here.
kidding.
Freya. Who else is in there? Heimdall. Who is that?
I forget the name of the troll lady. Heim something.
Yeah. So you are that character, right? So you're going to be on a board, moving around hex board, chucking dice, using abilities on your player mats there. It's like it gets personal very quickly. That is a small space. So you are in each other's face immediately. The characters feel different. The game comes with these amazing miniatures that just leap off the board. The whole thing is really, really interesting. So if you're looking for like a King of Tokyo, but all growed up and angry, then Battle of Gods is a good game for that. Great 2-player game as well. So my number 4.
My number 4 is boring because it's a crossover with Z, and this is Blood Rage.
Yes.
This is tricky to not put this one on these kind of lists. I mean, unless you don't like the game.
Yeah.
But this is, Eric Lang did a very good job, and you have these factions, and then the gods and the gods actually came later in an expansion. But
it kind of all came at the same time, but yeah.
And just the whole mythological Valhalla. This game does a very good job at that. I am very curious. I think I'll have a chance to play it this summer, to play Blood Rage 2. I know it got a lot of, kind of hey, it's that board looked like the Clue board or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've heard from early playtesters that they really liked it, so I'm kind of excited about it.
Okay.
I remember the first time I played this game, it kind of just blew my mind. I was like, this is so cool. There's even a person that when you die, you get points. How cool is that?
Right. Yeah, it turns some concepts on their head.
I think the internet kind of bullied, like Ugly Sonic bullied them. I think I remember them saying they're changing the board.
I think so too. I'm just saying that I know some people are like, oh, we don't need a Blood Rage. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm excited about it.
No,
I
you
like
should
Blood
be.
Rage.
Yeah.
I like to see what the new system looks like. So, Blood Rage, my number 4.
My number 3 is a game that some people might call King of Tokyo all grown up. This is Battle of Gods.
Yeah, I called it.
Good job. You did call it.
This is a great, and the thing is that I was surprised about it, that this is great 2-player, but also I really like it 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Because that board, like there's like 2 spaces on each edge of that hex that have the little rune.
Runes.
That's like the 4-player board. It's not much bigger. And
Yeah.
4 of those huge beasties running around. I think the game has certain elements that also shine more with 4 players, where Surtur is one of the other characters. The Marianne, Ginger, and Surtur are the rest. He has this tile he lays out where like half the board is on fire now, and so people have to navigate around it. He can fire in a straight line. This is great. Such a fun dice chucker where you can roll individual symbols or try to do the dice throwing kind of combos. I find that mix is a little bit of a best of both worlds for me. I like this a lot.
How many characters? I know there's 4 that come in the base game.
There was one more maybe
There
afterwards?
was 2 expansions,
more?
single
Okay.
characters. They were pricey for single characters,
Right.
which I think that's the biggest downside. But they're
The
cool
minis are
and
really
weird.
nice, right? And they were washed and stuff,
Oh, my
right?
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
they
company
have
has
that
really
sun
good
drop.
production values for their games.
Well, this is the same guys who do that one you like.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Ola Steiners, too, the designer,
Uh-huh.
who did Viking.
Champions of Midgard.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He loves his mythology.
Does.
Yeah, Battle of Gods. What a cool one. That's my number 3.
Alrighty, my number 3, we're going to get into some serious crossover territory here. My number 3 is also a crossover with Chris. Cyclades is my number 3.
2-way crossover. Woo, 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 woo.
Technically, not this one, because I haven't played this. I've only played the original one
But with Titans.
with Titans.
I know
yes.
that made you like it more.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. No, the original game without Titans is what you would classify as crap. But then they figured it out. They added Titans. They had different land masses. Also came in an expansion, whereas originally it was one big island.
No, it was like
It was like
there was bigger islands in that expansion.
yeah, bigger islands. They really this game has evolved quite a bit to be what it is now. Which again, I have not played, but I understand it's kind of like a greatest hits collection plus some other stuff.
Yes.
But even the original game was interesting. It was captivating. It took this. It made a Euro game because it really isn't like a bidding game, and then gives you that on one half of the board, and the other half of the board is area control, monsters, and a Pegasus, and this, that, and this, and all this cool fighting and swords and sandals stuff. It's great. And it's only gotten better. So I'm excited to try this edition at some point. But even without it, I thought it was always really, really interesting. And it uses that mythology through and through. It's in everything, which is why it's this high, too.
I don't know the way you said Pegasus. You know,
The Pegasus.
it reminded me of this thing I saw online that's like, how are unicorns not real, but giraffes are? If you presented those two to an alien species, they'd be like, well, that one looks way more plausible.
Yeah. This one's goofy and long.
My number 3 is another crossover with Zee Garcia, and this is Rising Sun, which is
Oh, okay.
despite-
I'm getting trash for putting a bunch of Lang, but you're not getting trash.
Well,
for putting
unlike
on.
you, I'm done with lag after this because this is the best of this trilogy. I really like the mythology of this, even the fake Wikipedia one.
That's some of the best mythology out there, man.
That's true, Wikipedia.
From the land of the wiki.
Actually, I don't even remember what the monsters. This one
Some
does have a lot
monkey
of fun
king.
monsters, and this one is more plug and play than Blood Rage was to some degree. With that,
Yeah.
you have different decks, which will bring in different monsters.
Oh, yeah, very much so, right.
And I like that a lot. I like the mechanisms of this, but this is also a mythology I don't get to mess with as much. The Oni and the only thing I don't like about this mythology, very specifically with this game, even more than Blood Rage is, if you do paint these minis, it's kind of horrific. They're
Oh,
gross.
because they're disturbing looking
They are,
things. Yeah,
really.
skulls on a
Skull
keychain, a
necklaces.
key ring.
Or
or
sometimes
something.
just heads hanging
Someone's
from
head
them.
hanging out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but still, really cool game, Rising Sun. Listen,
That's not a good layout of that
Now listen.
pepperoni.
if you want a slice of cheese, you're fine.
Yeah,
we
but
can
I
share the pizza.
got a
Two
pepperoni
huge
pizza.
wedges of it, yeah.
Yeah, but we can share. If I want pepperoni and you want cheese,
I hope if he does that animation with the one, it's just the pepperoni like log, without being like cut. It's just like plop.
We already sliced at the beginning. He just glues it back together.
yeah.
Number 2 for me was absolutely called out earlier. This is the other Bitewing Mythos game, Icor. The other two I didn't include because I thought the Mythos didn't punch through as much. This is the most.
yeah, I agree on this.
This is the one where the theme is absolutely there. You have 6 movers, 6 little pieces there. One side is the beasts of Greek mythology. The other side of the deities protecting that place, protecting the mountain home of Santorini, as we've established here.
Third story.
And so all you do on your turn, you move a piece and you drop off discs. And you're like, okay, well, that's not, run out of discs first. And if you move over your opponents, you get to replace those with yours. Not the most oozing with theme. But every one of those characters is so cool what they do. The Minotaur that can move multiple times. And you're like, oh, that doesn't sound that great. Huge power. The ones that can collide with Heracles can collide with one of the monsters and just remove them. And you get to use those powers once per game. So it's absolutely one of those games where you're sitting there going, I'm going to hold off until just the right moment, and you end the game with 4 of your 6 powers unused. You're like, oh, I held off too long.
Yeah.
So use them while you've got them, but not too early. It's so good, and those powers feel amazing. So yeah, Icor, my number 2.
This is the only one on the list that I feel like I could imagine these gods and demigods actually playing. About themselves, mind you. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Because it has that sort of timeless, abstract look.
Yeah.
I could see these like deities playing this
With the
game on
exception
Mount
of
Olympus.
Zeus would never play.
Oh, he would definitely play, but like 2 turns in, somebody would do something and be like, no, blah, and just rip it
Well,
apart.
but
I'm
also,
gonna turn
like, if
into a
he was
goose
controlling
again.
Hades, he'd be like, I'm not using his power. He's weak.
Yeah.
He would-
Taunt him.
He just gets rid of one of his own pieces. I don't need it.
Yeah. Alrighty, my number 2 has been called out as well. This is the last one of the Lang trilogy. This is Ankh, Gods of Egypt. And it is this high because I like that you are the deity on the board.
Which you can't miss because it is a massive, massive piece.
Right.
You could direct airplane traffic with those pieces.
Yeah, it's very large. I like that. I like that it puts that stuff front and center. It's a more underused mythology also, which you alluded to a little bit in some of your picks. And I like this game a lot. I think it's the simplest of the 3, actually. It was last of the 3, but it's the simplest of the 3 also. It's pretty straightforward of a game, to the point that those miniatures, all the sort of bling of Simon, kind of holds it back. Like this game could do with a, Metropolis edition, right? Like where like you have one that isn't so over the top with its production. I like that stuff. I think it's neat. And if you paint minis, forget it. You're gonna be in heaven. But it's a lot of stuff. It's very fun stuff. I still have kind of doubts about the merge, but it works from the mythological aspect, right?
That's true. Yeah, front and center, that part is strong in that theme.
Right. So I really like Ankh. Lower player counts especially. I really, really like it.
My number 2 is a crossover with Zee's number 2.
Oh.
In theme only.
Oh.
Kemet,
I've
the superior Egyptian mythological game. Look at that scorpion. Man, I love Kemet, Blood and Sand. What a fantastic game. You get to warp around and do all sorts of weird Egyptian stuff, but also control these giant mythological monsters and also mythological powers. And you're constantly praying for more points to do more stuff. I love this. This is, man, I think as a kid, this would have been my favorite game, and I would have played this over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because we would have had time. We'd have been like, we're playing Kemet today 4 times.
Oh, I know.
I feel like that would have happened.
Would you have pronounced it correctly as a little kid, you think?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly now.
That's fair.
Right. Yeah, 4 games of Kemet takes about as long as 1 game of Risk. So, yeah, I would have done that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, just controlling the giant monsters. Oh, I love so much about this, and I really need to get that expansion to the table. This is my number 2, Kemet, Blood and Sand. You get that toast, it's like your number 1.
What is that, you think? It kind of looks like a little peanut butter on there.
No. It's a toaster that puts pictures on your bread. They sell these things for real.
Yeah, they like has an extra hot coil in that area, and you can put like Darth Vader's face on your bread.
I'm interested. That's where that came from. He had too much toast.
Don't choke on your aspirations.
Yes. The weirdities.
Number 1, Kemet. I got a crossover with Tom on this.
Oh.
Wait, did you have No Lang on your list then?
No, I don't particularly care for. I haven't played Rising Sun. I'm curious to, even though I bounced pretty hard off of Ankh, and I'm okay on Blood Rage.
Interesting.
So I'm curious if Rising Sun
probably won't like Rising Sun then either.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's one of those I want to try just to kind of round
do
out
it.
the. All right, I won't. Shut up, Chris. Oh man, Kemet is so good though. This is heavy metal as a board game. Just running troops out there. You're sitting there just praying and like getting more guys, teleporting them around, and like Tom said, as you move up those tech tiles, they all feel great. But the ones that come with the giant scorpion or the eagle and stuff, it just feels so metal. As you're and like this is one of those games where almost no space of the board is more than 2 steps away from another space.
Yeah.
So pressure's always on. Get points by winning battles, and then the same thing Orichalcum does, right? The temporary versus the permanent victory points. Love all that. Theming is amazing. I love Kemet. Blood and Sand Edition's phenomenal, and so yeah, that's why it's my number 1.
And for a 3-way crossover, no, I don't like.
I'm trying to figure out what your number 1 is.
It's not a setting we've mentioned yet.
Can't be. Oh. It's another Lang game, except it was designed by other people. Aztecs?
What are you
No?
thinking of? Mezzo?
Yeah.
No. I like Mezzo, okay, but that would be like in the...
I really thought Mezzo was going to make your list.
No. it might be in the top 20. It would be between like 16 and 20.
All right. Well, then I don't know.
This is going to be Atlantis Rising.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Though technically Atlantis is real, and you can definitely still find traces of it under the sea.
Where is it?
Under the sea.
Which sea?
It's under the sea.
Oh, it's under the sea.
Is it
It's not in the sea. It's under the sea.
I don't know where it is. Somewhere in near the Bermuda Triangle? I don't know.
The Mediterranean. If you drain the Mediterranean, you can find it.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Let's get started.
That's
I
what
got some
I
straw.
read that in a
Let's
sci-fi
go.
book
I have a bucket
because
and
the
time.
Mediterranean dried out, but then they found the Atlantis. That was the
That would
story.
be cool. I would love for this to turn out to be real, a real city. Anyway, but obviously not like this, because in this one they can build portals to teleport them into like other planets, I think. So it's kind of sci-fi. Or maybe mythology. I don't know, but it's awesome. It is a cooperative game in which you are trying to beat the clock as your city sinks from the wrath of the gods, because how dare you puny humans? You've gone too far. You've dug too deep, and you are trying to complete this thing and skedaddle before the whole thing sinks. Nice rising tension, rising waters, great cooperation, push your luck, worker placement in a co-op game. Bizarre, but it works really well. Really, really like Atlantis Rising. It's just fantastic, and it looks amazing.
Almost no other co-op games actually on these lists.
Yeah.
Vagrant Song, and this one.
I think
But
that's
wait, maybe I have no, I don't have a co-op.
Ghost
Oh yeah, Ghost
Stories
Stories is co-op.
co-op,
We all
yeah.
had one.
There you go.
All right, my number one crossover. This used to not be my number one because Kemet would have been my number one, but this new edition has surpassed it. Three-way crossover, Cyclades Legendary Edition
Yes.
specifically. What a fantastic game. And this one, I think the mythological part is much stronger. That's why I always like Kemet better, because you had these monsters which stayed on the board and you fought with, and in Cyclades, they were one shot. Hey, I'm here. Whoop, I'm gone.
Right.
I'm like, well, why is it even a miniature then? Until they made C3K, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Cyclades
Crossover.
crossover with Kemet, and you could use the Kemet monsters, which would stick around in Cyclades. But they fixed that here by basically not just having some of the monsters stick around, but now they also have these heroes of legend and lore that are also running around the board, and it just feels, it has more of a thematic feel to it. Then on top of that, a really solid auction game. One of the best auction games there is. So that is my number one. Hey, today we're going to put a couple extras here in the video, ones that almost made our top 10s, if you have any of those.
Oh gosh, I
Yeah.
didn't write them down.
Well, I'll mention some while we're doing it. There's one that I really thought about putting on my list because it's pseudo mythological, and that's Tainted Grail. Because it really talks about the King Arthur. It's like buried deep
Okay.
inside this weird world.
Yeah.
But you do run into some of the elements of King Arthur and his knights in it.
That's cool.
Yeah, King Arthur is one of those things that there wasn't a game that made my list because I like all these 10 games. I picked my 10 favorite, and then I ordered them in terms of mythology standing, so to speak, you know what I mean? But
Weirditude.
of weirditudes, yeah. Someone in the chat is asking about Raw, and I didn't include it because it's barely there.
Yeah,
no,
I didn't
I
even
don't feel
consider
it in
Raw.
that.
It's the name of the game. I think is that it?
You invoke Ra to start an auction.
Oh, there's some god tiles, but that's it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
come on. That's all the deities on those tiles do the same thing. I mean, it's not there.
Yeah, and then games that are more historical, I didn't include those. Right, even maybe your humans kind of building a temple or something like that. There's a lot of games that I just kind of say like, oh, that's mythology, sort of, but not on the list.
I think if I opened up my definition a little bit and included like cryptids and stuff, then that opens up the door to a lot of more interesting things,
Sure.
the horrified American monsters and some of that stuff, which I really, really like. But I almost put that in like a monster or science fiction-y, horror category.
I thought Yggdrasil might make your list.
Yggdrasil's okay. Yggdrasil is Yggdrasil Chronicles, which was the
It
follow-up.
hasn't aged particularly well.
Right. The follow-up I thought was a better game, but it would still end up in about 16 to 20 for me, because this was not a super extensive list for me. I do sort of tap out very quickly with this topic. I can give you about 15, and those are good. And then after that, they kind of take a
Well, there
dive
isn't
off
a
a cliff.
ton anyway. There's a lot of games that use
Yeah.
mythological stuff, but it's barely there. Odin's Ravens.
Yes,
It's not
right.
there. I mean, it's there in the background. Even the
exactly.
Bitewing stuff. I did have Icor on my short list. I had Thunder and Lightning on my short list.
Mm-hmm.
I had Oracle of Delphi, but that's also barely there, the theme.
Right.
I would have put possibly, it's not out yet, I don't think, the Camelot from Simon. They haven't delivered that one yet, right?
Oh,
Camelot from
No,
Simon.
Avalon. Was it Avalon?
Well, Avalon is from...
I'm mixing two games together. Sorry.
Avalon is a different company that does
Oh, the guys who do Oathsworn?
Oathsworn. and-
Oh.
Yeah, we played that one, and that one had some good mythology
Yes,
in it.
yes, it
but
does.
there's also the King Arthur one from Simon that hasn't delivered yet, I don't believe.
Yeah, it has not yet. What is that one called? Mordred?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Because
that
that's
one a lot.
actually one of my favorite, although I don't even know if that's mythology because that's just King Arthur and his knights, and I'm not sure that's mythology or not.
That's like legends, right? I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know if you call that
legends and
myths
mythology
and
mixed.
I don't know.
I am Nidavellir, I thought of, but I couldn't put it on the list because you're just collecting dwarves.
So I had the same
Not
thought. I was
there,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's a great... No, I care more about the coins in the game than like
Right.
anything on the cards. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like Eldritch Arkham stuff?
Nah, it's its own category, man.
Because it's called mythos, right? But it is mythology, but it's brand new.
But I also don't know, has anyone
been,
ever believed it's real?
Is that the trick? It has to be at some point have been treated as being real.
All the definitions are so,
Yeah.
nebulous, right?
I just
Which
think
is
if someone
why.
said they liked mythology and I brought them a Cthulhu game, they might be annoyed. I will say Cthulhu shows up sometimes, like it's in Kemet,
It's in one of the Kemet expansions, yeah.
which also then caused people to argue for many years on the internet about that inclusion. And
Okay.
I thought, who cares?
Interesting.
Because I don't think the giant scorpion was real either.
Right. Yeah, it's just more on theme, I guess.
And again, there's also mythology shows up sometimes in these fighting games. Is there any? There's a
I mean, there's
tiny
tons
tad
of
in
it.
Hero
In,
Escape.
there's tons of it in Unmatched.
Unmatched has it.
Like lots, to the
Oh,
point that I
yeah.
definitely considered maybe including it. And some of the sets are very strong with the inclusions just in that box. But again, once I open up that door, then it's any game that has plug and play characters. Some of those are going to be mythological, right?
Yes, that's kind of the reason I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Champions of Midgard was on my short list, by the way. Like that probably would be like 11, 12.
Yeah. Cool.
Alrighty, folks. Well, thanks for watching. That is it for live stuff this week. We'll have more videos, of course, going up over the course of the weekend. We'll be back with more stuff next week. And if you're in the Philippines, I'll see you there. And if you're not in the Philippines, then I'll see you at Dice Tower East. Those are your two options.
I'm going to see you.
Until next time, I'm Tom.
I'm Z.
I'm Chris.
And he's Thor.
Pegasus!
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Thanks for watching this video. Check out our channel. We have a lot of videos on our channel. We have live videos that go up each week, from live Q&As to videos where we take a look at the newest stuff on Kickstarter, crowd surfing, to top 10 lists and more. There's lots of stuff on this channel. We encourage you to explore it. You can find out more at our website, dicetower.com. I'm Tom Vasel. Thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower.